Hello everybody, today is a very special day for me. As you can see by the title of this video, yes, today, November 18th, 2021, marks my 3-year anniversary of knowing and researching HID lamps. So ever since November 18th, 2018, I have decided to research a little bit more about these lamps, and when I first discovered them, I said to myself, wow, those are some cool lamps. I wonder what kind they are. So I decided to research a bit more about them, and I decided to make a collection about a couple of months later. So here I am today, 3 years later, with 17 HID light fixtures up on the shelf right here. And I know it looks like a museum, doesn't it? So what a better way to celebrate is I'm going to turn on every single fixture up on this shelf, but I'm not going to be turning them all on at once because I'm going to trip the breaker thanks to this 1000 watt fixture down there. So I'm actually going to be turning them on from the lowest wattage to the highest wattage. And if there is 2 fixtures or more that is the same wattage, I'm going to be turning them both on at once. So, like I have 2 100 watt HID fixtures. I have a 100 watt HPS Wallpack and a 100 watt metal halide fixture. So that is basically what's going to happen if I have 2 or more fixtures. So without further ado, let's find the first fixture to turn on. Alright guys, the first fixture I'm turning on is my Ashton Park Lighting 50 watt high pressure sodium Wallpack. And I've had this fixture since July of this year, so I've had it for 4 months. So without further ado, let's go ahead and turn it on. Alright guys, I just turned it on and look at those colors. That is amazing. So let's wait for this fixture to warm up. Alright guys, the fixture is at full brightness, and look at this thing. This thing is a nice deep orange color. Beautiful. Alright, let's find the second fixture to turn on. Alrighty folks, the second fixture I'm turning on is my Lithonia Lighting 70 watt high pressure sodium Yardlight. This fixture I've had since December of last year, so I've had it for 11 months, which is nearly 1 year. And the bulb is made by Fiat Electric, and I've had it since October of 2020, so I've had it for 13 months. So without further ado, let's switch it on. Beautiful startup, and look at those colors. Boy, they are amazing looking. Alright, let's wait for this bulb to reach full brightness, and we'll be right back. Okay, so my 70 watt yard light is at full brightness. Look how bright this thing is. Alright, let's find the next fixtures to fire up. Alrighty folks, the third and fourth fixtures I am going to be switching on is this. This is a Seagull Lighting 100 watt sodium vapor Wallpack. This I've had since December of 2020, so 11 months. And this is the fourth fixture I'm turning on. This is my 100 watt metal halide ballast box. This I've had since July of 2020. So I've had this for 1 year and 4 months, which I believe is 16 to be exact. Okay, well, enough of me calculating how long I've had this fixture. Let's turn on both of these fixtures. So here is the sodium Wallpack. Look at those colors. And here is the metal halide. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and step back so you can both look at them while they're turning on. And they tend to warm up quite fast. But I'm still going to pause the video until they reach full brightness. So I'll be right back once they have reached the point. Alrighty folks, so both my metal halide and high pressure sodium fixtures are at full brightness now. Here's the sodium Wallpack. And here's the metal halide. So let's go ahead and find the next fixture to fire up. Alrighty folks, the fifth fixture I'm turning on is my Venture Lighting 125 watt pulse start UV shielded metal halide. And this I've had since June of this year, so I've had it for 5 months. So without further ado, let's turn it on. Beautiful startup from that reactor ballast. And look at those beautiful colors emitting from that lamp, and that ultraviolet shield glowing. So now let's wait for it to warm up. Alrighty guys, my 125 watt metal halide bulb is at full brightness. So now let's find the next fixtures to fire up. Alrighty folks, there are 5 fixtures that are going to be turned on for this segment of the video. This is the first one, the Insight Lighting 175 watt Pulsar metal halide floodlight. This I've had since July of 2019, so that's 2 years and 4 months. The next fixture is my Mercury Vapor Yardlight, and this I've had since August of last year, so a year and 3 months. This I've had since August of last year as well, and this I've had since August of last year, so a year and 3 months to be exact. The bulb is made by Denkyu Lighting though, and I've had it for 9 months. So, and then these two metal halide floodlights are both made by Hubble Lighting. This one's the medium base, this one's mogul. So, and both the bulbs that are inside of these floodlights are blue metal halides. So there's going to be a little bit of colorfulness in this video. So, without further ado, these are 5 fixtures all turning on simultaneously. So, all 5 of them are turning on, so this is the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th fixture. So, without further ado, let's fire these guys up. Here we go. So here's the bottom one. Here's the Mercury Vapor Yardlight and the metal halide. You can hear the 60 Hz buzzes from both of these ballasts. And here are the top metal halides, which are the BDX. Here we go. Oh, beautiful startup from all of these metal halides. So I'm going to go ahead and step back so you can both get a good view of all of those 5 metal halide fixtures and the Mercury Vapor fixture too. So let's wait for these fixtures to warm up. Alrighty folks, while the fixtures were warming up, my Mercury Vapor Yardlight shut off because of the photocell attached. So therefore, only the metal halide fixtures are at full brightness. So here are the close-ups. There's the pulse start. There's the probe start protected. And here are both the BDX metal halides up close. Look at that glory. And look at that. Alrighty folks, let's find the next fixtures to fire up. Alrighty folks, the 11th fixture I'm turning on is my Venture Lighting 200 watt pulse start UV shielded metal halide fixture. And this I've had since December 25th, Christmas Day of last year. So without further ado, let's turn it on. Awesome startup. Look how fast it's warming up too as I speak. Alrighty folks, let's wait for this bulb to warm up. Alrighty folks, so my 200 watt metal halide bulb is at full brightness now. Look how bright this thing is. Wow. Alright, let's find the next fixtures to fire up. Alright guys, there are 3 250 watt HID fixtures I'm turning on. The first one is this Gardco lighting 250 watt high pressure sodium parking lot fixture. This I've had since August of 2019, so I've had it for 2 years and 3 months. This is my custom-made 250 watt fixture. Bulb is made by Denkyu Lighting, and I've had it for 9 months. And so this is the 12th fixture. This is the 13th fixture. And the 14th fixture I'm turning on is my 250 watt Pulsar metal halide high bay light. And the bulb is made by Venture Lighting, and it's a daylight white metal halide bulb, and I've had it since May of 2020. So I've had it for 2.5 years. No, 1.5 years, excuse me. Sorry about that. So now let's turn on all of these 250 watt fixtures. And this fixture here has a cycling HPS lamp in it. So you're about to see some awesome colors from this high pressure sodium bulb. So here we go with the high pressure sodium. And this has a loud ballast too. So you'll get what I mean when I turn it on. Here we go. That's loud. Here is my 250 watt probe start. Takes a minute, but it'll turn on eventually. Well, that's there it goes. And now I'm going to turn on my pulse start metal halide high bay light. I'm going to step back so you can get a good view. Alrighty folks, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video until all 3 of these fixtures are at full brightness, except for the high pressure sodium since that one cycles. So I'll be right back. Alrighty folks, both of my metal halide fixtures are at full brightness. My high pressure sodium bulb just cycled just now. So there it is. Alrighty, now let's find the next fixtures to fire up. Alrighty folks, the 15th fixture I'm turning on is my Venture Lighting 350 watt Pulsrite UV shielded metal halide bulb. This I've had since November of last year, so I've had it for 12 months, 1 year. So now let's go ahead and turn it on. Awesome startup. Now let's wait for it to reach full brightness. Alrighty folks, so my 350 watt metal halide bulb is at full brightness, and look how bright this thing is. You don't want to stare at this with your naked eyes. Alright, let's find the next fixture to fire up. Alright guys, the second to final fixture, or my 16th fixture, is my custom-made 400 watt probe start metal halide fixture. The bulb is made by Denkyu lighting, and I've had it for 9 months. And while my clock is still chiming, we'll wait for it to stop chiming, and then I'll turn it on. So, should be around now. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and turn on this bulb. Here we go. Nice startup. Now, let's wait for it to warm up. Alrighty folks, my 400 watt probe start metal halide fixture is at full brightness now. So now, let's go ahead and find the last fixture to fire up for our grand finale. Alrighty folks, the last fixture, or the 17th fixture, that I'm going to be turning on is my 1000 watt high pressure sodium / metal halide fixture. This used to be for a grow light, but I don't have the reflector anymore, and I decided to modify it a few months ago or so. Sun System Lighting is what it's made by. And the bulb is made by Sylvania. And I've had this since September of 2020, so I've had it for a year and 2 months. So without further ado, let's go ahead and turn this thing on. And this is going to be a very bright startup, and this ballast is also very loud. So take a listen to this and watch. There it is, turning on. This is the final fixture of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for this bulb to reach full brightness, and we'll be right back. Alrighty folks, my final fixture is at full brightness now, and boy, this thing is bright. Anyways now, I just wanted to say thank you very much for me getting this far with HID lamps, and I really hope you enjoyed this 3-year anniversary special video of me turning on every single light fixture I have. So anyways, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and don't hesitate to ask. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you all very much for watching my 3-year anniversary special video.